Episode 13, Mr. and Mrs. The Podcast. This is your very pregnant and beautiful host, Mrs. Cap, and I am your host. Mr.
Co-host.
Cap.
We're both
Mr.
co-hosts.
Cat. Yeah.
Okay.
Been a crazy week, to say the least.
Has been.
Solar eclipse today.
And Mercury was in retrograde. I don't even know what that means, but I like...
It sounds cool when you say it, and I always hear
Yeah, but
people
it's
say
like a bad thing.
Mercury was in retrograde. Yeah.
I don't know if it's a bad thing. I think it is, though, right? Like when they say people like start acting crazy.
Yeah, retrograde has something to do with clashing of like personalities and certain stuff.
Is that why we've been fighting?
I've read about it. I just don't know what it means off the top of your head. Retrograde energy. There's a Drake bar that he mentions that. He says retrograde energy is what I was made for.
So he's saying like fighting energy. That's something you'd say about me.
Yeah, let's look it up. Did you have internet?
Yes. When a planetary motion goes retrograde, it changes the physical and energetic dynamic between Earth and the planet. On an energetic level, it reflects to us a retreating motion and retreating of energy.
Yeah, so it's something to do with the universe's messing with our energy.
You be messing with my energy.
Yeah, ditto.
So we're basically recording this in real time because this is going to go out today. Because we promise the people every single week.
This is great. Let's get it. Let's get this bag, yo.
Yeah, because I'm the one editing. So we're going to post this tonight. So it's in real time. So right now we are 4 days out from my due date.
Yeah, the baby's coming, guys.
And I'm
You might
very
not hear from us for a few weeks.
uncomfortable. No. Do you think we're going to fall off once the baby's here?
I mean, I think for a little bit. I mean, it depends. Retrograde energy. Maybe we'll have some retrograde energy that'll inspire us to do it. But it's going to be, if we're a little sleep deprived, it's going to be tough. You know what I mean?
Or we show up, but we just look really ugly because we're going to have like bags under our
Probably
eyes.
the best thing to do would to just be to take these mics upstairs and take everything upstairs just to have it. So then we don't have to come down here, maybe. Or come to the studio.
Yeah.
Who knows? We'll cross that bridge when we get there.
That's Nick's answer for everything. He's so not a planner. You're so not a planner. That's literally your answer for everything. We'll cross that bridge when we get there.
I know.
That's not the answer to everything, though. We need to plan.
I know. Whenever I detach myself from the universe, though, and outcomes and goals and stuff like that, I always do better. So, I don't know. I just say cross
Not
that
me.
bridge
I
when we get
manifest
there.
the shit out of my life. Reading all this retrograde shit and the eclipse stuff, it was like, it said it's actually not a good time to be manifesting right now. But it did say it was a good time to be like setting your intentions and stuff. Mercury in retrograde, not good. The eclipse, I think, is supposed to bring good stuff, right? Did you read that article I sent you?
No.
Okay. But I think that's what it was saying. Anywho.
Solar eclipse. The total eclipse of the heart.
You have a song for everything.
Yeah.
How does your brain just memorize like all these songs?
I don't know. My dad used to tell me when I was younger, if you knew your history books like you knew Biggie's, Ready to Die album, you'd be a genius. I don't know. Lyrics are always easy for me to remember.
My brain only has capacity for 2 Lil Wayne albums. And
And you still don't know the lyrics.
Yes, I do.
You know what's my pet peeve is when like a good song comes on and someone's like going nuts to it, but they don't know the lyrics, and you see their mouth moving, and you're like, bro, you don't even know the words.
I know the words to a lot of Lil Wayne songs.
Yeah.
My friends can vouch for me in the comments. Yes.
Weezy F, baby. Please say the baby.
We bought a course for sleep training.
Yes.
That's the thing we're most worried about, right? Is that the thing you're most worried about?
I mean, sleep is definitely something to be worried about because sleep deprivation is real.
Yeah.
And with when I don't get enough sleep or I'm groggy, I tend to be moody. So I'm worried about not being able to handle my emotions and being moody and like lashing out. You know what I mean?
Me.
And then, or just lashing out in general, just being moody. That's because no sleep leads to that. People being irritable. So that's probably what I'm most nervous about. I think it'll all be okay. You just have to. But now it's interesting because I've been thinking about, I'm like, yo, parents sacrifice so much for their kids. And I think that this, like, having our baby, it's going to really opened up a lot of my eyes to a lot of stuff that I did as a kid. That was like ungrateful, you know, because parents, just when you're born, they sacrifice fucking 6 months of their life, like sleep, everything, their whole schedule. They still got to work.
I think so too, and a lot of people say that they're like, you don't know until you have a kid. Yeah. You don't know what your parents, and then they're like, one day you'll know. And even just, we don't even have our baby with us yet, but even then, it's like, I already think about, I'm like, just planning for like breastfeeding and this and that. I'm like, how did my mom, just planning for work, I'm like, she was like, yeah, I was back to work at 4 days later.
It's a different era.
It is.
And they're built.
They're
Mom's
built different.
Era is built so much different.
They work hard.
I mean, they work hard. They're tough. That's
a whole other episode.
Yeah, for sure. I definitely want to touch on that. I was telling my friend at work, they don't make them like they used to. My uncle and stuff, like when you talk to them, he's such a manly man. There's nothing, weak about them. And it's just, that's how it was.
I can go on for days about that.
We'll do an episode on that.
That one's like a sensitive subject though. What have you learned from the sleep course that we purchased?
I learned when a baby's fussy or whiny, you don't pick him up and look him in his eye and say, what's the matter? Because it riles them up. Mm-hmm. I learned, like, when you're trying to put the baby to sleep, you can't watch the TV because the light is going to bounce off the wall and mess with, right? Their sleep.
Yeah, I actually saw a TikTok today that was like,
which was interesting.
When it's daytime, like, you should literally hold your baby in the light or go outside and stuff so they can, like, associate. I forgot, whatever.
Light with dark. Cause, I learned a lot of stuff.
Can we just say that we literally watched like one module and we were like, oh, we're experts. This is easy.
I saw the first module and I was like, yeah, what? Daddy daycare? We lit. Let's go in there.
We felt like experts after the first module, but we still have a lot left and we're like 4 days out. So we should watch it after this. Pop quiz. What does CRIES stand for?
Contain, which is swaddle, right?
I'm so proud of you.
Roll. So you don't want the baby to be looking at you, so you got to roll them out so they're looking the opposite way. Mm-hmm. CR.
It's like holding them like a football.
I is initiate, so you got to just kind of move around.
Initiate movement,
create movement. E, I don't know what E is. I know the thing is I know how to do it, but I don't know what they are, so I don't feel like it's important.
Yeah. E is external sound or something. Yeah.
External sound. So create the sound that's in the womb, and then S is sleep. Night.
You're gonna do great. You're gonna be such a great father.
Yeah, I mean, this is, there's a lot of things in life that you could plan for, but this is one of those things you have to experience, right? You don't know.
No, but you can plan for it. That's why they have courses.
It's comparable to me when I took my mortgage license to become a mortgage banker. It was like I took the course and I passed, and then it was just. Like, all right, yeah, great. Now you have to learn how to do mortgages. Yeah. And then when I got in the field and started doing it, I'm like, this is nothing of what I expected. So that's what it is. That's why I said we could plan all we want. And I think it's good. But I think you have to have a week to like
implement and make sure you can do it. Yeah.
What is it going to be like?
I'm so excited to meet Carter, but I'm also so excited to see you as a dad. And I feel like
I'm really excited to see you as a mother.
Really? What about it, though?
I don't know, because I think you're going to be like a savage mom. Yeah.
Like, in what ways?
Can we please teach Carter to not say the word like?
Yes, I know. I'm sorry.
But let's talk about this on this episode. But yeah, I'm excited to see you as a mom. I feel like you're going to be a protecting mom or protective mom.
In what ways? Give me an example. You love when I say that.
I don't know, just like checking everything. What is this? What happened right here?
Yes, because I do that to you, I feel like. I'm like, what happened to your, elbow? What happened to your neck? What happened to your face? So I do, but I also am trying to tell myself, I don't want to be an anxious mom. I really don't. I don't want to be stressed out.
No, you shouldn't.
You know what we should talk about, actually, babe? Is this was like our second episode, sleep divorce.
Sleep divorce?
Yeah.
So you want to talk about sleep divorce?
Yeah, because we did episode 2 on sleep divorce, and then we had a conversation 2 nights ago about potentially getting sleep divorce for a baby
you always take things out of proportion. So sleep divorce was different. We were talking about it when you kind of can't coexist your sleeping habits with your partner. What they're talking about is you being in the room with the baby one day and me sleeping downstairs on the couch so you could have bonding time with them, and it's, less distraction. That's not sleep divorce. It's just caring for a newborn.
Yes, but it's technically no, because
it's not sleep divorce.
It's sleep divorce. Okay, let us know if this is sleep divorce, because sleep divorce is when you're not sleeping with your partner. So if you and I alternate nights, because we were trying to figure out how are we going to do it? Because I'm breastfeeding, I'm going to pump. I'll have some in the little mini fridge that I ordered for a room so you can get up and do some feedings and help me and stuff. But we also said, or do we want to get sleep divorce where you sleep one night in the guest room with the baby, I sleep in our room, and then the next night I sleep downstairs in the guest room with the baby and you sleep in our room, because some people that has worked for them because they actually get a full night's sleep, versus if we're both in our bedroom and the baby's waking us both up.
I think that's we should try it. That's something you try. And then if it works, it's cool. You implement it a couple times a week, right?
Yeah, so that's like sleep divorce.
Because let's say you're just like, oh, I'm drained,
But then we're never going to bed together. So that's sleep divorce. Sleep divorce is not a bad thing.
But that's if you do it every night. I don't think people do that every night. I think
yes. One of our friends said they did that every night for I forgot how long.
Okay.
And the couple that I actually heard sleep divorce from, which is why we did the episode, they got sleep divorced because of the newborn.
Wow.
Yeah. But babe, it doesn't mean like they did that forever. It was just for the thing. But that's what they call it. That's the term that they use, is sleep divorce. But I wouldn't want that. I was thinking about it and I was like, I don't want that.
We should try it and see if it works, though. What if it works better? What if I'm able to care for him better? You know what I mean?
Than me?
No, when I'm just alone with him.
Oh. Yeah, I think it would work better for you because I would actually get sleep. But then for me, like the nights that I have the overnights, I feel like you should still sleep with me because you won't wake up. I won't wake you up. Like you'll be able to go back to sleep easy. Do you know what I'm saying? And then we could sleep together like half the week. I think if I'm in the room when it's your night, I'll be up and I'll be like, what are you doing? How are you feeding him? And I'll be like, psycho mom.
Yeah, I could already see all the text messages.
Oh, I hear the baby. Are you okay? Did you feed him? Did you change him? Did you burp him?
Yeah, that part.
I can't wait. I'm excited to see you as a dad too.
Our dog, our little one, is just growling at us. She has to go out.
Any advice on introducing the dogs to the baby? Are you nervous about that at all?
Yeah, for sure. I'm very nervous about that. You have to do what they said. Take the blanket home to them first. Let them smell it. Let them lay on it. And then, yeah, that's definitely... I haven't thought about it a lot because I think it'll be fine. They're going to love them.
Yeah, I'm not worried about them not loving him. I'm more worried about, we have no boundaries with them. So they step on us. They sleep on us. They, walk on us. And they'll plop right on top of us and cuddle. He's tiny, so we have to be very careful. And then also when he's in his thing, not now as a newborn, but when he's 6 months or whatever, whenever you introduce solids and he's sitting up in his chair, they will eat all the food off of his.
Oh yeah. Well, Jake told me that. I was like, do you give your dogs human food? He said no, but they get food from her because his daughter.
It's funny because you say that the dogs.
I've seen that though. Every time there's a dog in the house and you see a kid eat and the dog's just sitting there waiting and cleaning up.
So then the dogs are going to love Carter the most because you say that they love you the most because you feed them the most human food, but not anymore. Not when he's here. What if he doesn't like the dogs? My biggest fear is that he'll be allergic to them.
I don't think.
What do you mean? People are allergic to dogs and cats and stuff.
But I think people that are allergic never got raised with. I think if you're raised with them, it's different. I don't know. We'd have to look into that. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it'll be all good.
Yeah. So any advice that you guys want to give us on how to introduce them or kind of how to make it work? I don't think it's going to be unsafe. I don't think that.
No.
Yeah. That was kind of my worry. We can't put him on a dock-a-tot on the couch, though. That's not happening.
You do have to be careful, though. When he starts walking, they're running around, playing with each other. They can knock him over.
Yeah. But even when he's on the bouncer, I'm if they're the way they are with us, Nala will just step. The bouncer is low. She could just put her paws up and lick him in the face and suffocate him. That's me being an anxious mom. But I don't know. I think it'll be fine. Bark collars for sure.
Yeah, the barking stuff's gonna get old quick,
Do
as it already has.
Are you leaning more towards yes on the bark collars because you've been
Yeah, something
against
that
it?
zaps them. I don't want anything that like really hurts them though. I know
No,
with dogs like her size is really dangerous, just because she's 10 pounds.
yeah, but they have the vibrating ones. So we used to have that one, and like my dog Josie was a savage, like nothing worked for her, but she didn't even bark. Our other dog, like the bigger dog that I used to have, he was like scared of the vibrate. He was like a big dog, and the vibrate, he would piss himself.
Hell.
Yeah. So then we'll just do that. Are we evil for wanting to get bark collars for the baby? Okay. So one of the things you keep asking me is, what do you do during labor?
What do you do during labor? You just say everything's gonna be okay. You're doing a great job. You're strong. You're the strongest person I know.
Did you Google that, or did you ask for advice?
You sent me a couple things. I
yeah.
asked for advice. Advice was kind of like to shut up, I think.
Yeah, it's so funny because I don't know if you remember this. It was really late at night. I thought you were sleeping, and you rolled over and you were like, "What should I do like when you're in labor or whatever?" And I was like, "I don't know." So I messaged like a ton of my friends on Instagram, and they pretty much all said that they were just, one of them was like, she was like, "I sent my husband to run errands. I didn't even have him in there." And then everyone else was like, "I just didn't talk to him. He was just like there if I did need something." But I guess people are just like, "Don't talk to me. I'm in pain." I feel like that would be me.
Yeah, it's just like, shut the fuck up.
I would be like, "Get the fuck out of my face. Like, you did this to me." We were talking about also, there's so much that goes into this. This is like stressful. I'm getting stressed.
I remember the movie Look Who's Talking Now, when she went in, her water broke in like the cab. He had to bring her, and she was like, "Shut the fuck up." She was like screaming at him the whole time. He's like, "Okay." He didn't even know her though.
Yeah. Like, my concern was that you would be like offended if I didn't want you in there for the contractions and like that. But then it's okay, once I'm about to deliver, it's like you can come in so you can see your child being born. But you're also not going to watch him be born. You're going to stay up here because you want to, right? You don't want to watch. No, what do you mean? You have to make a decision last minute.
Watch. Some said don't watch. Some said don't watch. Most said don't watch.
I feel like you'd be the one to like pass out though.
Yeah, I'm not watching that. It makes me want to pass out thinking about it.
I have to go through it. Makes me want to pass out. Okay. Something else that we were debating on is having people come to the hospital to visit.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts?
So I think that's touch and go, just because it depends how the vibe is. If we're just miserable, tired, there's people coming in and out, we'll see you when we get home. Right? It's just, you know.
Yeah. I think like it's so different, but even one of my cousins was like, "Don't be the person that's like, I'll see you when I get home," and doesn't let anyone visit at the hospital. And it's like, again, I've never had a kid, but I get it. I'm so close to my family that I would love everyone to come immediately.
It's a lot of work.
Yeah, I also have a huge family, but I also am from my friends who have just had babies. They're like, "You're actually exhausted." They told us that you have to sign a paper that says you can't fall asleep.
Yeah, it's interesting. That's weird. You have to sign a waiver that you won't fall asleep.
With the baby,
I'll fucking sign it and then just...
Yeah, you'll be like, "Sorry, I was asleep when I signed this."
So when I was a kid, I remember whenever, like my aunt or someone would have a baby, it was the coolest thing ever. When I think back to it, we would go in the hospital and there was a big room with a window and you could see all the babies and it had the names of the babies on the thing. So you could be like, "Oh, that's him right there."
Why do I feel like that's in like the movies? Or it used to be like that.
It used to be like that. I'm 97% sure that there's still hospitals that do it like that.
I think that's what the nursery is. Some hospitals still have nurseries, because I did have a friend tell me that if the hospital does have a nursery, let them take your baby. She's like, as much as you're going to want to keep your baby, let them take it and get rest. Because she's like, that's like the most help you're going to get is while he's there.
Yeah, for sure. Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's cool. But they don't have that where you could just... So you weren't really bothering people. You get what I mean?
Yeah, you can go look at them through the window. But when I went to go visit my cousin when she had her baby, no, you like go up into her room and look at the baby, hold the baby if you want. I didn't hold the baby.
Yeah. It depends. We'll let you know.
Yeah. Small room. I think it would just be like my mom, like our parents, or like, yeah, our moms and like close, like siblings. And then it'd be more comfortable to have everyone at the house after. If we're out of there in 2 days. Because, like, I've heard people are out of there in 24 hours, 2 days, and then our other friends were there for 5 days. So it depends. If it's 5 days, I'm not going to make everyone wait 5 days to meet our child if they really want to meet him. You know what I mean? So if you guys have any advice on that, should we allow people to visit us at the hospital, or should we wait until we're home and settled? And any advice for Nick as a father? Should he watch or should he not watch? Some people like pull them out of your vagina. I can't. I would be so mad if last minute you want to do that.
I feel like I'd drop them or something.
Yeah, no. Oh my God. Okay. What are you looking forward to the most?
Like seeing him laugh and be happy.
I know. When I found out that like they don't, I could be so wrong on this, don't quote me, but they literally can't see for 10 weeks or something. Yeah. Like that long, 10 weeks?
No, I don't know. But it
makes me sad because I'm like, I want you to see me. Like, I get to see you, but I don't know. So, yeah, a lot of the things that I'm like, I can't wait. I'm like, wait, what? They can't even see you, or they won't be able to see the dogs, or isn't that weird? You can't, like, I didn't even know that you can't give them a bath. Like, you just have to give them like a cloth bath until they're, what is that called?
A what?
They're like the little thing on their belly button. My God, I should know this. Umbilical cord falls off?
Umbilical cord. Do you have an innie or an outie? Because they have some people have an out belly button.
Yeah.
Does that have to do with the umbilical cord? Because I don't want my son to have no outie.
I don't. Babe, is that bad to say?
No.
I don't think it matters.
And he's getting circumcised.
Yeah, so that too.
Do they know? Is that on the list already? Do they know?
Yes, I think we already had to tell the doctor, but we can decide there too. But I think we already had that conversation with the doctor. But yeah, I heard that's like sad too, but I don't know. It hurts. And then they're going to teach you how to care for that, right? I don't know. It's so weird. Everyone says you learn as you go, but I'm just like, the more you read, the more you're like, now I know what I don't know. So then it makes you even more overwhelmed. But they'll tell you stuff at the hospital.
It'll be fun.
Yeah. What am I looking forward to the most? I don't know.
Breastfeeding.
I am, because I'm up for the challenge, because I know it's not going to be easy, and you know me, so I'm just like, in my mind, I was like very, you know what, I really don't care, either formula if it doesn't work. But now I'm like, no, like I'm going to make that work. And then if it really doesn't, we both are like okay with formula. But I think I'm going to really challenge myself and just try to.
That's dope.
Yeah.
You'll do great.
Thanks. But that's definitely not what I'm looking forward to the most.
I know. That's a joke.
But I think I will once I'm like accomplished, because it'll feel good. But I don't know. I think just like meeting him and just like holding him, because I feel like I've been feeling him and like talking to him and yelling at him when he's like hitting me in the ribs, but now it's like to be able to hold him, see what he looks like, what he sounds like. I don't know. Ooh, it's also scary. Okay. What is our birth plan? / do we have a birth plan?
What's a birth plan?
/ you don't know what a birth plan is. When you plan, like, you have a plan. Like, are you getting an epidural? Y or N? Like, you have a birth plan, like everything that you want, Y or N kind of thing. I have absolutely no birth plan, which is why you don't know what a birth plan is. My only birth plan is to get to the hospital as soon as possible so that I can get an epidural as soon as possible. That is literally my birth plan. There's some people who literally plan everything. I
hear epidurals are painful and uncomfortable, right?
I heard birth is...
Induce, I'm sorry.
Yes. So as of now, we're planning on not getting induced, obviously, but I mean, it is what it is. If I have to get induced, then I have to. But for now, my plan is to try to do just whenever my water breaks or whenever I start getting contractions, and then get an epidural stat. That's my biggest concern. I'm not really worried about anything else. And plus, I feel like you really can't plan this. Everyone has a different experience and stuff. So that's why I wasn't so like anal about having a birth plan or anything like that. Okay. My last question is, what the fuck is an eclipse, and why do people tell me to hide because I'm pregnant? I forgot to mention that.
That's weird. I mean, that you're I don't know. That sounds like an omen or something.
When I Googled it, it was like some people believe that if you're pregnant, there's an eclipse, like you need to hide. Someone like I like read something that was like you put on the color red and then put like scissors on your belly to protect your child. I was like, what in the fuck?
This is Day of the Dead. Like, that's wild.
Yeah. So that's where we're at now.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Now I can close this. And we want to do an episode on.
On what? On Diddy? Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. I definitely want to talk about that. I've been following the scandal for quite some time. We want to do an episode on the Diddy scandal.
Yeah.
I've been following it a lot. I'm just...
We're in like a Diddy rabbit
shit.
hole. You're like in a Diddy rabbit hole.
Yeah, so what are we going to do if they want to hear about it?
Yeah, if you want us to run through the timeline and like kind of what we believe, what we don't believe from what's coming out and everything that's coming out, we put together a timeline. I was just nervous to do that episode, but let's do it.
Of course.
Yeah. So if you guys want to hear it, let us know in the comments.
Yeah. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Episode 13, right? 13.
Yes.
Wow.
The next time
Episode
you guys
13.
see us, we will be with
Swaddling
child.
a baby.
Swaddling, rolling over movement.
Episode 13. Thank you guys for listening. And yeah, Mr. and Mrs. the podcast. Nala, take us out.
Can I hold her? Can she be in my shot? Because I can use this clip. Because we look cute.